So this is going to be another DVD review. This one's called Contempt Bonus Material, or Disc 2 of the Criterion Collection of Jean-Luc Godard's communist turd horrible movie Contempt. Jean-Luc Godard, I never understood he was a communist, like I said. And he actually admired Mao and Southeast Asian communism, or at least it seems that way, which is rather bizarre. But in any case, Godard is one of my least favorite European art house directors, as you can tell. And of course, Criterion Collection has a ton of bonus material discs that accompany his movies from the 60s. Breathless was okay. It was kind of imitating Samuel Fuller, and so it was alright. What did I get from this disc? Not much. Godard has an interesting interview where he says, you know, my movies aren't pornography, they're not vulgar, because statues of the Roman goddess Venus are not vulgar. That was kind of interesting, him comparing Brigitte Bardot to the Roman goddess Venus, but other than that, the disc is mostly just a lot of boring back and forth between Godard and Fritz Lang, his hero, I guess. I've never actually seen him, or didn't really care for Metropolis. So it figures that I wouldn't like Godard movies anyway. But I got Trailer Park Boys coming up, so that'll be a little different. So yeah, there's that interview between Fritz Lang and Godard with bits and pieces of M and Contempt interspersed between the two. That part was hell long. I think it was over an hour, and it was just boring. You know, director's talk. Not really exciting. Didn't really care for that too much. But then there's a little paparazzi thing. Pretty boring. I mean, it kind of reminded me of Princess Diana. I didn't really pay much attention to that whole fiasco. Then there's a little documentary about Fritz Lang and his silent movies. That was kind of interesting. But again, I'm not a real big fan of Fritz Lang. His sets are pretty good, and Peter Lorre is great in M, but just based on the clips that I saw, my stepdad used to love M, and that's one of those classic movies, I guess. I never really got into it for some reason. Probably because I don't like Fritz Lang or Jean-Luc Godard later on. But there's the trailer. The trailer is pretty much standard Godard. I mean, about the only thing I like about Godard is his jump cuts and Breathless. And Alphaville is kind of a weird film to watch. But other than that, even those two films are mediocre in my opinion. And I hated Contempt. I gave it 1 star. I gave this disc 1 star just because it didn't have neat in it to pique my interest. They even interviewed one of the cinematographers in this, and he was pretty boring too. I had to keep rewinding because he's talking in French and the subtitles are going too fast. That's a problem. I guess Criterion didn't do a good job with the subtitles. But anyway, that's the end of my review. I hated this disc, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. I was just torturing myself because I figured, hey, if I tortured myself to see the first disc, why not get disc 2? Torture myself again for 2 hours and 23 minutes. Anyways, this was painful to watch. I found myself checking email and Facebook in between watching this. That's why it took me so long. But in any case, I better move my cue around, otherwise I'm going to get a break in Dark Shadows. And yeah, Terror for Tom is going to upload a video haul. Looking forward to that. He says he bought a lot of stuff that I'm interested in. That was pretty cool. It's about time, dude. Laters.